Last for the agenda, Oromocto Town Council meeting, regular session, Thursday, the 18th of September at 5:30 p.m. at the Oromocto Municipal Building. I'll call for a mover for approval of the agenda. Deputy Mayor Mawhinney, seconder, Councillor Kirkbride. Questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. There's no any disclosure of interest? None? Okay, we'll move down to the merit reports. I just have two quick notes here on two people that were very important to the town of Oromocto. Ruth Cavanaugh, who passed away on August 21st, 2025 at the deck. And she's a former director of the food bank. And she did that until she was 72 years old, and she originated the food bank in the town of Oromocto. And she also was a charter member of Transition House in Fredericton. And Ron Bagnall, he died on the 28th at the deck, and they were actually across the hall from each other. So the week I spent there, I crossed the hall and talked to Ron quite a bit. And he was a volunteer all his life. He started with Boy Scouts Canada, the Lippertine Music Academy, and he spent many years organizing the Oromocto Summer Concert Series. So they were both very important people in the town of Oromocto. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. So. All right, we'll go to the adoption of the minutes of the Oromocto Town Council regular session, August 21st. 2025 at 5:30 p.m. in the Oromocto Municipal Building. I'll call for a mover. Councillor Dodd, seconder, Councillor Whalen. Questions? In favor? Contrary? Motion carried. There's no petitions, presentations, or delegations. We'll move right down to councillor reports. We'll start with the RSC 11 report with myself. The Service Commission met on August 28th, and the committee at whole meeting was about the kickoff of the 2026 budget. So the budget went well. They listened to it all, and everybody had comments and feedback for it. And then we met on September 4th at the monthly board meeting, and it was highlighted also by the finance committee bringing the consideration of the 2026 draft budget to us. So that's all we had to do with that. So we'll move on to the Oromocto and area Chamber of Commerce. And she disappeared.
Yourself. So in the meantime, I can just give you a very quick update on the Economic Expansion Committee. We had an online meeting with the New Brunswick Invasive Species Council. It's kind of an interesting presentation in terms of they were creating the link between invasive species and tourism. So particularly types of invasive species that can be carried on the bottom of boats as people go from like one province to another and so on. So that was kind of interesting to see they were talking about particularly the Eurasian milfoil. And we're talking about the fact that communities can be proactive in putting up signage in terms of letting the public be aware of the different types of dangers of introducing things within your waterways and environments. So that was kind of interesting, and see where that goes. And they did make an offer that they have some of the older versions of their boards available. If communities want to reach out, then they will make sure we get one.
Do you have a Regional Service Commission?
No, not Regional Service. I was unable to attend.
Okay, then we'll move down to the Oromocto Area Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, Bishop. I apologize for that. We met on, the board met on September the 3rd. And just a few items. They have a new chamber executive assistant, Sarah Holsworth. She is replacing Deb. We're also looking for a new Ignite representative for the board. Hannibal is unable to continue. And they went over the director's roles and responsibilities, looking for more involvement from the board. And they asked the board to review the committee list and identify any areas of interest that they would like to sit on. And also over the summer, there was an Oromocto shopping passport initiated. It was a community initiative, and it runs from August to December. And it's designed to encourage residents and visitors to explore the vibrant local businesses that make our town special, and it's basically a little passport. And it is, the places that you can go to get the passport stamped. And then once all the stamps are done in the passport, you take it back to Dog-Eared Books and it will go in for a draw. And the prize is the Oromocto old dollars. And I'm sorry, I don't remember the total that we're giving away, but it's a nice initiative, and the book is nicely done. It's nicely done. So you just pick up, and it's free. You just go and pick it up. Galleria, I think, has some as well. And the next board meeting is October the 8th.
Yeah, perfect. All right, and I have the 7C, which is not on your paperwork. It's the Oromocto medical recruitment. We met on just this past Monday, the 15th September at 5:30 in council chambers, and we talked about the new health changes coming. And the health center on the base, which has been put off again. It's held up from the funding model, is not finalized between the base, the OFN, and other people that are involved in it. We also talked about Dr. Poulin, who's landed 2 new doctors, one which is one that the town sponsored, and they're on board working now, plus another one's on its way, so that's good news. The family medical resident education event is happening September 24th to the 26th, I mean, and that's in St. Andrews this year. So we're sending 3 from the team in the recruitment team, 3 down there to show some bling and some love down there, and hopefully things will happen. On July 9th, the Fredericton Oromocto held a physician's attraction welcoming launch, and they come from all over. There was, I had to speak Saturday morning to about 23 of them, from most of them from Nova Scotia. So I stood up and told them all about Oromocto and all the good things we had, and there was myself and the mayor from New Maryland, Judy Wilson-Shee, and then the mayor of Acadia, and they both spoke. But of course, you know me, I had to put some humor in it, but I blew them out of the water, I tell you. Then on the next day, that Saturday, that afternoon, the Fredericton hosted them for the whole weekend, but we got the Oromocto recruitment committee. They got them for 5 hours on Saturday afternoon. So they brought them down. They took them to the geez, let me read it now. They took them to the Oromocto Hospital first for a tour, and then they took them for lunch, and then they took them on a boat ride and they went up the Oromocto River like they did again. One lady there was very, very interested in Oromocto, and she kept saying it over and over that she liked the town, and she said she's very interested in coming there. So that was positive. So, and that's all I have to say on that. So we'll move on. There's no consideration of bylaws, no unfinished business, so we'll move down to new business. We'll start with 10A, the corporate services request for a position with Councillor Dodd.
Thank you, Your Worship. Be it resolved that the Chief Administrative Officer be authorized to create a new position within the Corporate Services Division, whose primary focus will be related to grant writing as well as generating revenue for capital projects. I so move.
Call for a seconder. Councillor Kirkbride, questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. Go to 10B, the Provincial Municipal Highway Partnership Program, 2028 to 2030, with Councillor Von Richter.
Thank you, Your Worship. Be it resolved, the council approves the 2028-2030 Provincial Municipal Highway Partnership Program as reviewed by Council and Committee on 16 September 2025. I so move.
Call for seconder. Councillor Carr. Questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. And the last one, 10C, the Canada Housing Infrastructure Program Contribution Agreement with Deputy Mayor Mahoney.
Thank you, Your Worship. Be it resolved that the Mayor and Chief Administrative Officer, Town Clerk, be authorized to enter into and execute the Canadian Housing Infrastructure Fund contribution agreement related to the Sears Street Extension Project. I so move.
Call for a seconder. Councillor Murdoch. Questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. Now call for a mover. Council Whalen, seconder. Councilor Murdoch, questions? All in favor? Oh, please, you're. All in favor? Motion carried, sorry.